You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. Learn to speak. No, I don't think I've ever got revenge on anyone. I just prefer to move on. If you pissed me off, you pissed me off. Well, let's move on with our lives. But I then don't care. I'll either move on very quickly or you won't be in my life. Those are the two options. I don't really get revenge. You often make decisions on a whim. Never. Like, maybe very infrequently. So I'll go there, but like, no, I like to know what I'm doing. I plan what I'm doing. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with most other people. Depends what time you're talking about. Like, do you know how much... Can't finish that. No, I like spending time with people. People are fun. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning of the message of a song or a movie. Oh god, all the time. Like, as a music and drama student, I now have to analyse every piece of theatre, movie and music that I see. But it helps me understand deeper meaning of it. So yes, you always know exactly what you want. Yeah. I just straight away, yes, I know what I want. I know if I want to do this, I knew I wanted to go to drama school. I know I want to do Lego. I know I want to read, whatever, even the simplest things. Actually, let's go here. I almost always know exactly what I want. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. I think it's natural to sometimes wonder if you should have done something differently. So let's go there. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. You tend to focus on present realities rather than possible futures. Or future possibilities. Same thing. I like to focus on the present and be like, this is a situation we're in, but at the same time, I'm like, imagine this though. So, there. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. That's a difficult one. I'm going to go here because sometimes I do. Sometimes my brain does just go, if someone's feeling upset about something, I do just go, why don't you do this? Sometimes that is how my brain works, but sometimes I'm able to get it, but I'm going to go there. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. No, I like to drag it out, basically. I like to just kind of delay the difficult choices. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. That's a bit brutal. No, not really. I'm gonna go there because, like, if someone thinks highly of me, great, but my brain doesn't then go, oh my god, I've got to be on top game the whole time in case they think I'm bad. Squeaky chair, very annoying. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone. I nearly said waking up. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I haven't had to do it that many times, but yeah, I can. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Abso-freaking-lutely. I love a good daydream. I used to do it during like classes and stuff like that. It wasn't great, especially during my A-levels. I needed to pay attention, but love a good daydream. You look after yourself first and others come in second. Yeah. Like, that feels bad putting that so strongly. But this is one of the things, and my friends will tell you this. If they ever message me like they're upset or something like that, I'll always help them. Don't get me wrong, I'll absolutely always help them if I can. But one thing I always say to them is my friends are the nicest people in the world. Like, they'll always want to help everyone, but sometimes them themselves are not in the best place to do that. So like, they're struggling with something, but they're like, oh no, someone else needs me. And the thing I always say to them is, you can't help other people until you've helped yourself, until you started looking after yourself. So that is something I do believe. I will look after myself first, and then I'll help other people, because you're no use to, and it's me trying not to be selfish, but sound selfish, because you're no use to anyone if you're no use to yourself. So that's where it's coming from. But yeah, at the same time, you want to look after yourself. God, I hope this comes out looking well. I'm either going to come out of this looking like an arsehole, or the result is going to say, actually, you're an angel, or a genius, or something like that. Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. For the most part, as I mentioned a few videos ago, that I have alarms on my phone that tell me like when to eat, when to exercise, when to practice like singing and stuff like that. 99% of the time I ignore them. Lunch is probably the only one I stick to for very obvious reasons. Food. Your mood can change very quickly. Depends what the situation is. Like, yeah, sometimes if you get a bit of good news, yeah, your mood will change very quickly. So I'm going to go generally speaking no, but it can. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. That's a bit loaded. Well, we all know the meaning of life is 42, so that's kind of irrelevant. No, I don't really. No. I sit there going, wow, isn't this all awesome and everything, but I don't kind of go, why the hell are we here? You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. That's literally what I've been doing for the last 2 episodes, so yes. You've got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Yes! University, then when I want to get an agent and stuff like that, then I want to be in production. Yeah, basically, yes. You rarely dwell on your regrets. So as I mentioned in the last episode, or it might have been this episode, because as I said, I'm filming them back to back, so it could have been the same thing. I mentioned about the school show when I was a bit of an asshole. I do sometimes dwell on that, but that's the only thing. See, with questions like this, generally speaking, no, I don't dwell on regrets, but I have regrets? Generally speaking, I don't dwell on regrets, but I do have, yeah, everyone has that one thing that they do dwell on. So I'm going to say, generally speaking, I rarely dwell on regrets, but I'm not putting it there because you've got the exceptions. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. Oh, no, not at all. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. No. You find it easy to empathise with a person who's gone through something you never had. No. That sounds bad. I'm coming out of this and it's being like, oh, you're not very emotional, are you? I can sometimes, like, say, if someone's, like, grandparent has died or something. Now, I've had one of my grandparents died, but I was, how old was I? 6, something like that, so I don't remember it, so I can count that as never really experiencing it. But I can empathise with someone if their grandparent did die, so let's go here. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to be organised and consistent efforts. Sometimes, but not really. Because, like, when I'm doing YouTube, I like to give the same level of energy every time. I put the same effort into every video I make. But then in other... Well, no, it always needs to be consistent and organised. So actually, let's go here. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Not even remotely. I've got quite a good, tight control on my emotions. After a long, exhausting week, a fun party is what you need. No, it's not. Okay, right. If any of my uni mates are watching this video, I am not a let's get drunk, let's go out clubbing person. I love a house party. I love a few drinks and stuff like this, but I'm not a let's go out, let's have a massive party. I'm a let's sit in, watch a movie and relax kind of person. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Not really. I mean, I know it will, but I don't really care or wonder about it. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Sometimes, but not always. So, let's go there. You still honour the commitments you have made, even if you had a change of heart. Well, no, if I've changed my mind, I won't. If I've said yes, let's do this because of this reasons, and then a day later I go, no, actually, that's not so good, I'll then be like, no, I'm not doing it. You rarely feel insecure. What a box of a last question. You rarely feel insecure. I do. Let's go there. Now, let's explain the reasons for this. So, generally speaking, I'm not a very insecure person. But that's in an environment I'm comfortable in and I know. Put me out of my comfort zone and the insecurities come out. But I think that's the same for everyone, so I'm going to go there. Right, let's see the results. Here we go. Oh, exciting. It's taken us so long to get here. Your personality type is protagonist. Right, mind. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. I am almost 50-50 extrovert and introverted. That's very interesting and I'd probably agree with it. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. I'm slightly more intuitive and observant. Really? That's interesting. I disagree. I'd say I'm more sit back and observe. Oh, that's very interesting. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. So I feel more than I think. Yeah. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. Ooh, I'm more judging than I am respecting. Yeah, this is absolutely spot on, to be quite honest. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are with our abilities and decisions. I am... Wait! 69! We've done it. We've completed it. I'm 69% assertive. 31% turbulent. Yeah, quite assertive. Okay, that's interesting. Do you know what? I think this test is bang on accurate. Well done, whoever made this test. I think they've got it really, really spot on. Personally for me, I think that is about right. Who knows? There's a thing to say, I'm doing it in front of camera. I'm aware people are going to be watching this. So there's a part of me that goes, ooh, am I playing up for the cameras? I personally think I haven't. And I think this is relatively accurate. But obviously there's always going to be some debate and some inaccuracies. But I think this is a really good test and it is done really well. If you want to find out your personality, I highly recommend taking this test. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. So there we have it. I am a protagonist personality type. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching it. If you liked it, remember to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash all the buttons you need to comment. Tell me what video you want me to do next time. And tomorrow we're coming out with an episode of Subnautica. Get ready for that. But tell me what episode you want me to do next time. And remember, stay crazy.